Think about the last time you used a tissue. Was it this morning? An hour ago? Probably. The humble tissue paper feels like it has always been here. Ready for a sneeze. Ready for a spill. It is a simple, disposable part of our daily lives. We grab a sheet, use it, and toss it without a second thought. First, let's travel back in time to ancient China, the birthplace of paper itself. Long before the invention of the printing press or even bound books, Chinese artisans were mastering the craft of making paper. They worked from plant fibers like mulberry bark and hemp. They experimented with techniques to create paper of varying thickness and texture. During the Tang Dynasty around the 6th century CE, the first documented use of paper for personal hygiene appeared. Wealthy Chinese families used soft, specially made paper sheets, a luxury. Next, papermaking spread to Japan, refined into a true art form known as washi. Japanese craftsmen learned to make paper that was incredibly thin, strong, and beautiful. Washi became deeply integrated into Japanese life. It was used for shoji sliding doors, lanterns, umbrellas, and even clothing. Though not mainly used for hygiene, this delicate paper set a cultural appreciation for soft material close to the body. Knowledge then traveled west along the Silk Road, reaching the Middle East and later Europe by the 13th century. The major turning point in the history of tissue paper arrived with the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century. This era of invention brought forth machines that could do the work of hundreds of people, faster and more efficiently. For papermaking, the game changer was the invention of machines that could produce continuous rolls of paper from wood pulp instead of expensive cloth rags. Suddenly, paper was no longer a semi-precious commodity. It could be mass-produced cheaply and in vast quantities, making it accessible to the general population for the first time in history. With this newfound abundance of paper, inventors and entrepreneurs began to dream up new uses for it. Joseph Gaiety is credited with creating the first commercially packaged toilet paper in the United States in 1857. His product consisted of flat sheets of manila hemp paper, aloe-infused and sold in boxes. He was so proud of his invention that he had his name printed on every single sheet. However, the public was slow to adopt the idea. Many people were embarrassed to buy such a product. Others simply found it an unnecessary expense. Old newspapers' catalogs. The next crucial innovation came from the Scott Paper Company in the 1890s. They improved upon Gaiety's idea by selling paper on a perforated roll, making it far more convenient and user-friendly. By marketing their product to hotels' drugstores, they helped normalize its use and slowly overcame the public's initial reluctance. The early 20th century saw the birth of the tissue as we know it, thanks to a company named Kimberly-Clark. During World War I, the company developed a crepe paper product called Cellucotton. It was 5 times more absorbent than cotton. It was far cheaper to produce. The Army used it extensively for surgical dressings. The Army used it as filter material in gas masks. After the war, Kimberly-Clark was left with a huge surplus of this soft, absorbent material. They needed to find a peacetime use, and fast. Their first idea: market it to women as a disposable cold cream. Market it as a makeup remover. In 1924, they packaged the soft sheets into a box. They sold it under the brand name Kleenex. Marketing focused entirely on beauty routines. Advertisements showed glamorous Hollywood stars using Kleenex to keep skin pristine. It was a clever way to introduce a disposable product into the home. The idea: replace the reusable cold cream towel on the vanity. A few years later, customer letters started arriving. People said tissues were great for removing makeup. People said they were even better for blowing their noses, especially when you had a cold. Even the company's head researcher used them for hay fever. That was an aha moment. The marketing team pivoted. By 1930, ads promoted Kleenex as the disposable handkerchief. Stop carrying a cold in your pocket. The slogan caught on. Today, the legacy of those early inventions is all around us in a dizzying array of tissue paper products. The most common and obvious use remains personal hygiene. Facial tissues, engineered for softness, toilet paper, strong and quick to dissolve paper napkins, durable and absorbent. Each of these is a specialized descendant of that first simple sheet. Beyond the bathroom and dinner table, tissue paper is indispensable for cleaning. Paper towels are a perfect example. Thicker, designed for heavy duty, stronger, holds up when wet, textured surface to scrub messes and absorb spills. Kitchen accidents, window cleaning, other household chores. In specialized settings like hospitals, laboratories, sterile tissue wipes. Maintaining sanitary conditions, sterile tissue wipes. Cleaning sensitive equipment, sterile tissue wipes. Ensuring patient safety. This shows the incredible adaptability of a simple paper product. Tissue paper also has a creative and celebratory side. Think about the last gift you received in a bag. Colorful gift bags filled with bright tissue paper, decorative tissue adds surprise and elegance to gift giving. In arts and crafts, beloved by children, cheap, easy to cut and glue comes in every color. Imaginable paper flowers. The story of tissue paper is in many ways a story of modern convenience. This single-use product has made our lives cleaner, easier, and arguably more hygienic. It lets us deal with a mess or a runny nose, then simply throw the problem away. Disposability is the core of its appeal. It replaced laundering cloth handkerchiefs and napkins, saving time and effort. In a fast-paced world, its grab-and-go nature fits our quest for efficiency. But this convenience comes at a significant environmental cost. Global demand drives logging of millions of trees each year, including ancient and endangered forests. Manufacturing is resource-intensive, using vast amounts of water and energy. After use, tissue ends up in a landfill or a sewer system. This creates a take-make-waste economy that strains finite resources. The very disposability that helps us also contributes to waste. Industry and consumers are slowly changing. Many brands now offer products made from 100% recycled paper, reducing the need to cut down new trees. Others explore alternative fibers like fast-growing bamboo. Manufacturers invest in technologies to reduce water and energy use. As consumers, we can choose products with high recycled content and look for sustainability certifications. The simple sheet of tissue paper holds a mirror to modern society. It reflects our desire for comfort and cleanliness, and exposes the environmental consequences of disposable culture. The challenge: balance human ingenuity and convenience with responsibility to protect the natural world. The future likely means smarter, more sustainable ways to enjoy its benefits, ensuring tissue can have a clean history from start to finish. Next time you pull a tissue from its box, really look at it. Consider the journey it took to reach your hand. That soft sheet is the end product of centuries of innovation, from ancient Chinese papermakers to Victorian-era industrialists to modern marketing geniuses.